out your wildest dreams. 'Cause right now, we've got everything that we need. No time to waste, no better place to be. 'Cause we could wander as far as the eye can see. I wanna take you with me. Where do you wanna go? Imagine the way it could be if life was an open road. Come on and take it easy. See the whole world up close. Let's get lost in the great unknown.
So here I am at the Magic Kingdom, which is part of Disneyworld in Orlando, Florida. This is going to be the first of multi-episodes, all centered around the Disney parks. I'm here for early access, so it is right now 8:30 in the morning, and I'm rushing to my first ride. It's very busy, and it's only 8:30, but this is going to be the quietest it's going to be the rest of this trip. So please stay tuned, enjoy this first episode centered around the Magic Kingdom.
I wanna take you with me. Where do you wanna go? Imagine the way it could be if life was an open road. Come on and take it easy. See the whole world up close. Let's get lost in the great unknown.
It's really neat being here when there's not as many people in the park because you get to see a lot more. This is Fantasyland, one of the many different areas here at Disney World, or rather Magic Kingdom. There's Adventureland, Tomorrowland, Frontierland, Fantasyland, Mainstreet U.S.A, and I might be forgetting one, but I'm going to take on a tour of all of them. Fantasyland here is much more themed around the princesses, so there's Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, there is Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, you name it, anything fantasy themed, this is the part of the park where you can check that out. And right now is the perfect time to do it because there's not a lot of people here, although that's because everyone's currently in the rides and the rest of the street is pretty empty, but it is going to fill up, as I said earlier, really fast.
I wanna take you with me. Where do you wanna go? Imagine the way it could be if life was an open road. Come on and take it easy. See the whole world up close. Let's get lost in the great unknown.
I'm going to school, and I'm going to learn all sorts of stuff.
What used to be Splash Mountain behind me here closed only 2 months ago, so I missed out on that. It is going to be converted into a Princess and the Frog themed ride, Princess Tiana. The Splash Mountain Park, I guess, had quite a bit of controversy surrounding some of its depictions of people and the era that it was set in, and so they've decided to right some wrongs and change it out. I know not a lot of people are happy about that, but there's also a lot of people that are, so take it for what you will. I also just did the Big Mountain Railway because there was actually only a 15-minute ride, or a 15-minute wait, and just finished that. It was very tame. I don't know, I don't want to overhype these rides, but it was fun. But a lot of these rides here at Disney World are actually quite tame. So if you're expecting some adrenaline-filled rides, this isn't the place to do that. We did go to Universal a few days before this, and I think Universal definitely had the better rides overall. But there's a certain charm here in Disney World that you can't really replicate, and everything just goes together so well. But the wait times, do not justify the length and the experience some of these rides have to offer.
Maybe he's a masochist, or maybe he just likes the attention. Poison spilling out his lips, he fills it with the cruelest intentions. And you see the way he creeps, how he watches when you sleep. Oh, it's too late now, you're in too deep. And so be careful walking home in the dead of night. He's in the shadows and he waits for the perfect time. He inches closer and you hold your breath. Oh God. One more step and you better start running.
So right now I'm making my way to the Jungle Cruise. The way I'm doing this is that I'm using my Genie Plus reservation for the day. Genie Plus, for those who haven't been to a Disney park in a while, is the new Fast Pass system. At 7 a.m. in the morning, you log in, you have to buy the pass. It ranges anywhere from $15 to as high as $29 US so far. Almost every single day we've been here, it was $29. Today it's $25. This is the cheapest it's been this entire week. So you go in, you make a reservation, and then you're locked into that ride. You get a window. So my window right now is between 10:15 and 11:15. I can go see Jungle Cruise. The moment I scan in, I'm allowed to book another ride, or I can wait and every 2 hours you're able to book another ride. So a bit confusing. And then connected to that is you have, this is my Magic Pass. The Magic Pass is a wristband that allows me to enter these rides. So you tap it on the Lightning Lane Pass and it lets you in. And it also lets you into your room. So it works as a kind of a catch-all key. You can also use it to make purchases around the park. You tap it at any of the kiosks and then you enter a PIN code and then you can use it to make debit card purchases or credit card purchases without needing to actually have your wallet with you. So these are some of the advancements in the park, but yeah, it's getting busier and busier. I've actually managed to see Pirates of the Caribbean, as you've seen. It's a Small World, and Big Thunder Railway, which is 3 rides in under an hour, which is actually very, very impressive, seeing as the several days we were here before, we managed to see maybe a ride every 1 to 2 hours. So big difference coming early in the morning. I do highly recommend it. But I better get going because the line for Jungle Cruise is starting to back up, even for the Lightning Lane. So I'm gonna get started and check out Jungle Cruise. This will be the first time I've ever done Jungle Cruise.
Alrighty, well, welcome aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise. Well, we are world famous for being famous.
And this is Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland was originally designed to be a vision of the future, and now it's kind of a retro vision of the future, although they are updating a lot of the park. They're right now, well, very quickly here, going to be launching the new Tron ride. It's March right now, and Tron opens on April 4th, 2023. So by the time you see this episode, actually, Tron may already be open. And yeah, there's also Space Mountain. Space Mountain is one of the more iconic rides here in all of Disney World. It's a bit dated now, but it's still a fun ride. It is a dark ride, and probably by dark ride I mean it's a pitch black ride. I did it with staff a few days ago, and we couldn't see a thing the entire ride. So you just kind of feel your body moving up and down, but it was impossible to actually make anything out. It almost felt like the ride was broken, but I've talked to a couple other people who had the exact same experience on different days at different times of the year, so I think that's just the way the ride is these days. Yeah, so let's check out Tomorrowland.
You put that away before your mother finds it.
Aw, Dad.
You heard me.
That's because I'm using my beautiful sister Patty's picture for a model.
For you and me, so there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Alright, so flash forward to a few days later. I thought I was done here at the Magic Kingdom, but today is the soft launch of Tron, the new ride here at Tomorrowland within the Magic Kingdom. And I managed to snag myself a ticket to see Tron before it opens to the public on April 4th. So today's the first day that it's been open to anybody in the public. There have been a couple of preview rides throughout the month of March, but I get to be one of the very first people who experienced the ride before it opens, and super excited. I'm not allowed to film anything. There are lockers. This is actually the first ride in all of the Disney World resorts that actually has a locker system that you have to put your stuff in a locker before you get on the ride. Very common at Universal, not very common here, but that's because you can't bring anything with you, so no way to film it even if I wanted to, but hopefully I can get some footage on the way to the actual ride itself. So I'm heading there now, but I got a bit of a wait, so hopefully I'll get on the ride within the next couple of hours.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Team Blue, welcome to the grid. Proceed to gates.
right, and I just got to see Tron Lightcycle run. It was incredible. It's very fast. You're strapped into a motorbike, leaning forward. It's kind of a unique perspective for a lot of these rides. And my belief is it's probably one of the best rides here at the Magic Kingdom and Disney World in general. Everyone's having a great time, and I just highly recommend it. The Tron music is playing while you're waiting in line, and that music just amps you up for this adrenaline-filled ride. So I'm very glad I got to check it out on my last day here at the Magic Kingdom and in Disney World. I fly back to Vancouver tomorrow. So back to whatever I was showing you before we broke to the Tron Lightcycle special, which was not expected and not planned, but very glad I got to do it. I'm right now tucked away in the corner of Main Street. This is one of the quieter sections because there's no throughway. It's where the cast members often come out, but it is quiet. There are some seats here and a great place to come and relax. One thing I did want to point out is that the majority of the facades you see along Main Street are actually fake facades. They don't lead to those stores. There's no magic store, for example. Pretty much all of them lead into a gift shop of some kind where you can buy Disney merchandise. However, there is one exception, and that is the bakery shop actually leads to a Starbucks. So we're gonna go there now because I do need a little bit of pick-me-up before I head back to my hotel for a nap. So let's check out the bakery. All right, I am back for the night, and we're gonna check out what this park looks like in the evening. So, as I mentioned earlier, I was with Sadaf the first 2 days of the trip, and now I'm on my own. And I've been traveling the park now for 3 days completely solo. And for those of you watching who maybe have been thinking about doing a trip like this on your own, it's totally doable. It's a bit lonely doing rides on your own, but you actually get to bypass a lot of the lines. There are a lot of single rider lines that are useful. You don't have to spend as much on a Genie Plus pass. You don't have to spend as much on a Lightning Lane pass. So it's actually not too bad as long as you're okay just keeping yourself company. Traveling solo is not a bad way to do it, but let's check out what Disney World looks like, and in particular Magic Kingdom looks like at night. That concludes my tour of the Magic Kingdom. Tonight I actually got to ride on Big Thunder Railroad again, and it was raining, and it was a lot more fun in the rain and the dark. So maybe the time of the day does actually make these rides more exciting. I also got to see the fireworks for the first time here in Disney World, which was pretty incredible. Those fireworks just went on for about 20 minutes. Lots of different cartoons represented. The crowd was going wild, lots of kids, lots of fun. And I hope you enjoyed the Magic Kingdom. Up next, airing next week, will be Epcot. And I hope you enjoy that as much as hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Not got a clue how it turned out, obviously, as I haven't edited it yet, but I think I got some pretty awesome footage, and I'm hoping it all comes together in the editing process. So until next time, enjoy.